Hey, this is Hardball Retro, and we're going to be playing a game of radio baseball this morning. This was published in 1986 by Electronic Arts, and it's basically computer baseball simulation, um, text, play-by-play descriptions, and we're going to go ahead and get started here. Uh, Begin a new game. One. So we got two team set options. The Superstars has basically like four all-time like legend teams. We're going to select Champs, which is option two, which has a few World Series champions. So we're going to pick the 67 St. Louis as the visitors, Cardinals. Go back and pick the Champs again, and then 68 Detroit Tigers will be the home team. I'm assuming there were other team discs for this game, but I don't have them, so this is what we're kind of the options that we're stuck with here. So I'm going to manage, I'll manage St. Louis, sure. No designated hitter, and it's not a league game. Turn that off. Spacebar. Who will manage? That's me, Hardball Retro. Starting pitcher, well, let's go with Bob Gibson, right? And we've got choices here for Detroit, either Denny McLain or Mickey Lolish. Let's go with McLain because he won 30 games that year. And we want to prevent Abner from using anyone in this game. I'm going to say no. So we press escape. Which pitchers? Same deal. No, I'm not going to prevent him from using anybody. And let's see. Did I mess that up? I might have messed that up. All right, well, too bad. 618 is up. Do you want Abner to reveal? No, don't want to do that. Normal play, that's fine. Which lineup? Yeah, I'm okay with lineup number one. Sure. No changes. Use their own judgment. Sure. Who do you want to have the green light? Rock. The other ones I'll figure out. Okay. He's selecting his lineup. I'm not going to print out any scorecards. And yeah, I made a mistake there with, I think I prevented him from using McLain somehow, so oops. So he's pitching Earl Wilson. Oh well, this is just an exhibition anyway, so here we go. Spacebar to hit away. Okay, here we go. Lou Brock. Lou Brock whiffs against Earl Wilson to start off the game. Flood hits a soft liner to left. Horton can't get there in time. Willie gets to it on two bounces. It'll go for a base hit. Alrighty, so we've got a runner on. Cash is holding Flood on first. And Roger Maris at bat draws the walk. First and second, one out. And Orlando Cepeda's up. Cepeda walks. Okay. Well, it is kind of interesting that even though I prevented him from using the claim that he didn't go with Lolich, but there you go. Now we've got several options here. We do have Suicide Squeeze with McCarver up, Flood on third. But, I'm going to let him swing away here. Puts the ball on the nose into center. Northrop grabs it on one hop. Base hit for Tim McCarver. Kurt Flood crosses the plate, so the other runners hold up. 1-0, 1 out. Now let's see who we got. Mike Shannon, fly ball to right. K-Line should have it. K-Line catches it for the out. K-Line is deep enough for Maris to score from third. 2-0 Cardinals. Wilson strikes Julian Javier out for the third out. All right, so 2 in the first. Tigers coming to bat. He's got K-Line leading off. Gibson strikes K-Line out. Okay, Mickey Stanley playing short. Stanley strikes out. Norm Cash. And Cash goes down on strike, so Boot Gibson strikes out the side, and it's 2-0 going to the second. And the Redbirds are off to a good start here. Shortstop Dal Maxwell rips a long drive into right center field. It gets down. Jim Northrop will get to it. And Maxwell ends up on second with a double. Okay. Wilson strikes out Gibson. Gibson disagrees with the ump over the called third strike. That didn't take long, and everybody's ready to play ball. The last thing we need is Gibson to argue with the umpire on a strikeout and get tossed. So glad that didn't happen. Lou Brock's up, Maxwell on second, and he strikes out. So 2 down. Flood grounds the ball to Wert's left. He's just able to get to the ball. Wirt throws to first. Out. All right, so middle of the order due up for Detroit. Willie Horton. Willie Horton strikes out, so that's 4 in a row. Struck out by Gibson to start the game. Bill Freehan strikes out 5 in a row. Okay, this is getting interesting here. Jim Northrop. Northrop pops up to Cepeda, and he grabs it for the third out. That's the first non-strikeout for Gibson after whiffing the first 5. All right, Wilson strikes out Maris. Oh, Abner gets John Hiller up in the bullpen. It's kind of early for that, but Cepeda, long drive into right center field. It gets down. Northrop will get to it, and it goes for extra bases. Cepeda ends up on second with a stand-up double. Carver grounder to the right side. Cash can't find the handle. Carver is safe at first on the error. Cepeda goes to third. First and third. Abner visits the mound. Okay. So keeping Wilson in. Wilson strikes out Shannon. Julian Javier batting. I Pickoff attempt. And Javier goes down on strikes. So bottom of the third. Bottom of the Tigers order. 6 up, 6 down so far. McAuliffe, lazy fly to center. Kurt Flood is there. Makes the catch. 1 down. Don Wirt strikes out. And Wilson strikes out. All right, through 3 innings, Cardinals with a 2-zip lead. John Hiller warming up again. Maxwell draws the walk. Gibson's up. Oh, let's just try the sacrifice bunt here. Gibson lays down a good bunt. Wilson barehands it. Over to McAuliffe at first to retire the batter. Maxwell is safe at second. Brock gets the ball to left for a 1-base hit. Horton fields it on a couple of bounces. Maxwell rounds third and comes home to score. And Lou has a single. And Brock on first. You have a stolen base situation here. We could hit and run. I'm going to try just a straight steal, see what happens. Wilson glances at the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Brock takes off, strike 1. Freehand throws down to second. McAuliffe puts the tag. Out at second. Well, we tried. All right, so Kurt Flood's up. 1 drive towards left. Gets down. Kurt goes for extra bases. Stops at second. So that would have scored Brock, obviously. So Flood's on second. Roger Maris up. Grounder to the right side. It gets through. K-Line will handle it. Hold Flood at third or risk a play at home. We're going to try to score. Here's the throw. Flood crosses the plate just before the throw reaches home. Roger stands on first base with a single, so St. Louis is now up 4-0. John Hiller warming up for the 3rd time here. His arm's going to fall off before he gets in the game. Cepeda smacks a line drive towards left center field corner. Horton can't cut it off. Hold Maris up at third or risk a play at home. We're going to try to score. Play at the plate. Horton throws out Maris. I figured that was a good possibility, but let's try to push it here. So, 4-0 Cardinals. Top of the order for Detroit. Here's the pitch. K-Line grounds it slowly to Shannon. He has no play. It's a base hit. So there's your first hit for the Tigers. Ricky Stanley's up. Grounder to the left side. Maxwell grabs it. Throws to Javier at second, forcing K-Line over to first. Not in time. Stanley's on with a fielder's choice. Okay, here's the pitch. Cash zings the ball into right. The ball gets down. Maris goes after it. Stanley comes all the way around from first to score. Cash stops at second as Maris gets it back in. So 4-1. Tigers are on the board. got Cash on second. Horton lofts an easy fly to short right. Maris camps under it and makes the catch. So 2 down. Bottom of 4. Bill Freehand facing Bob Gibson. Here's the pitch. Freehand smacks a line drive towards the gap in right center. Flood makes a good play to cut the ball off. Scoring from second is Cash. Freehand takes a big turn, but he stays at first. So 4-2. Tigers cut the lead in half. Freehand on at first. Northrop hits a pop-up. Javier calls for it, and he gloves it for the out. So the Tigers pick up 2 runs on 3 hits. As we go to the top of the 5th, St. Louis ahead, 4-2. Tim McCarver facing Earl Wilson. McCarver whacks a hard shot toward the gap in right center. K-Line cuts it off. McCarver's around first, but he returns to the bag with a single. All right. Mike Shannon's up. Shannon, grounder to the left side, gets through. Willie Horton will handle it. And we're going to hold McCarver up at second. Okay. Abner visits the mound. Javier lines it into left. Horton gets to it on 1 hop. It'll be a single. Hold McCarver at third, risk a play at home. Nobody out. We're going to hold McCarver at third. Dow Maxwell's up. Infield in. Suicide squeeze. Maybe. Nah, probably not. Okay, here's the pitch. Soft liner to center. Northrop can't get there in time. There's a single. McCarver crosses the plate. Shannon is trying to score from second. Northrop has no play. Javier around second, but holds up there. So 2-run base hit for Maxwell. And it's 6-2 Cardinals lead. Bob Gibson could sacrifice, could swing away. He'll let me swing away. Gibson hits a possible double play ball to Stanley. He'll have to make a good play to get 2. Stanley throws to McAuliffe at second, forcing Maxwell. Nope, too late. Javier goes to third. Gibson's on first with the fielder's choice. So we got first and third. John Hiller is warming up again. All right, pickoff attempt at first. Gibson gets back safely. Brock grounds it up the middle. McAuliffe grabs it, throws to Stanley at second, forcing Gibson over to first too late. Javier crosses the plate, and it's 7-2. Somehow Earl Wilson is still in there, and John Hiller is thrown about 50 pitches down in the bullpen. Wilson checks Brock at first. Here's the pitch. Flood socks a line drive toward the gap in left center. Horton stops the ball from going to the wall. We have an option to hold Brock at second, risk a play at third. We're going to go for third. Brock reaches third standing up. Flood alertly takes second on the throw. Abner visits the mound. And we're finally getting John Hiller into the game here. After Wilson allowed 13 hits and 7 runs. And he's got runners on second and third that are his responsibility. Okay, Hiller facing Maris. Maris, easy fly ball to short right. K-line will handle it. That's the third out of the fifth inning. Bottom of the order due up for Detroit. McAuliffe takes Gibson deep to right. Maris can't quite get to it. That hit will go for extra bases. McAuliffe rounds second and heads toward third. McAuliffe is around third. Cautiously goes back to third with a stand-up triple. All right, well, just when you thought Gibson had some runs to work with here, he gets a runner on third with no out. Leadoff triple by McAuliffe. Where it hits a hard grounder to Maxville, makes a good play on a get to the ball. His only play is to first. Wirt is out. McAuliffe scores from third, so it's 7-3. Gibson strikes Hiller out. All right. It is nice to see the use of some player nicknames here, which you don't see that too often in the early to mid 80s baseball simulations. So that's a nice little feature in this one. Gibson gets K-line on strikes. So 7-3 heading to the sixth. All right. Cepeda draws a walk. We got a runner on first, nobody out. Carver, lazy fly ball to left. Horton should have it, and he does. They're out number one. Here's the pitch. Shannon hits a hard ground ball to the third baseman. Wirt throws to McAuliffe at second, forcing Cepeda over to first. Double play. That's the end of the top of the sixth for the Cardinals. Ricky Stanley strikes out against Gibson. Cash strikes out. Horton strikes out. So Gibson is recovered after a couple of rough innings there. We go to the seventh. St. Louis up 7-3. Julian Javier's up. Bottom three of the Cardinals order. He strikes out. Maxville. Fly ball to center. Caught by Northrop. Gibson going to bat for himself here. And he goes down on strikes against Hiller. So, seventh inning stretch. Detroit down by 4. Bill Freehan's up. Freehan hits a fly ball into center. Flood should have it. Makes the catch for the out. Gibson strikes out Northrop. And McAuliffe strikes out. All right, through 7. St. Louis 7, Detroit 3. Brock hits the ball deep into center. Drifting back is Northrop. He's running out of room. Northrop makes the catch in deep center. Flood, liner to left, which might fall in. Northrop fields it on one hop. It's a base hit for Flood. All right, Flood's on first. Maris the batter. Pickoff attempt. Flood dives back. Miller checks the runner. Maris grounds it up the middle. Stanley grabs it. Throws to McAuliffe at second, forcing Flood. Maris reaches first on a fielder's choice. 2 down. Cepeda. Throw over first. Cepeda hits a high pop-up. We'll take it. He has it for the out. So we're through. Let's see, we're heading to the bottom of the 8th. Gibson's still in there. Abner will send Gates Brown up to bat. Brown hits it deep into right. Racing back is Maris. Running out of room. See you later. It's a homer. So Gates Brown with a pinch hit home run solo shot makes it 7-4. And let's take a look at our bullpen options here. We've got Horner. Let's do that for now. And guard the lines also. All right. Abner will send Eddie Matthews up to bat for John Hiller. Right. Matthews chops the ball to the left of the mound. Gibson fields it cleanly over to Cepeda at first for the out. K-line high pop up to short center. Kurt Flood should have it. He gloves it for the out. Stanley soft liner into left. Brock gets over to it on one hop. It'll go for a single. So 7-4. Man on first, 2 outs. Hold Stanley at first. Mickey Lowich warming up. A little pickoff attempt. Checks Stanley on first. Throws to first again. Cepeda throwing it back to Gibson. Gibson throws a wild pitch back to the screen. Stanley is safe at second on the play. The 1-0 pitch to Cash. Cash takes Gibson deep to center. Flood makes the catch on the warning track. Well, that was scary, but he survived that inning. Right. Eddie Matthews will move to third. And Mickey Lowich is inserted into the 8th spot in the order, and he's the new pitcher, facing Timmy McCarver. All right, well, we're gonna go get a runner up, get a pitcher up in the bullpen. Carver's up, lofts an easy fly ball to short left. Horton should have it. He grabs it for the out. Right, Mike Shannon whiffs. Julian Javier. Grounder to short. Stanley throws to first, out. 3 down. So Got us a 3-run lead heading to the bottom of the ninth. Horton, Freehan, Northrop. Let's get warm up Horner again. We're going to guard the lines. And we are going to let Gibson face Horton here, but he's on a short leash here. Easy grounder to third. Throws anticipated first, out. So 1 down. Here's the pitch to Freehan. Hard grounder to third. Shannon throws to first, out, 2 down. And Jim Northrop, the batter, grounds the ball to Cepeda's right. He was playing too close to the line to get it, and the ball goes through. All right, so Northrop on first. We're going to hold him there. McAuliffe is up. We're going to let Gibson pitch to McAuliffe here. Throw to first. Northrop gets back. And again, another throw to first. Here's the pitch. McAuliffe, soft liner to left. Brock grabs it on 1 hop. Base hit from McAuliffe. Northrop Brown second, but holds up there. Mickey Lolich, the pitcher. We still have Horner throwing in the pen. Get all right, guarding the lines. We're not holding any runners on. And let's see if he lets the pitcher bat here. Jim Price up to bat for Lolich. We're going to pitch to Jim Price with Gibson. And hopefully this doesn't backfire because he does represent the tying run. And Gibby strikes out Jim Price for the final out. And that's a winner for the 67 St. Louis team. Final score, Cardinals 7, Tigers 4. View the game statistics on the screen. Option 1, there's our box score. So Kurt Flood leading the way with 4 hits. No home runs for the St. Louis. Tigers, 2 hits by McAuliffe, including the triple. Gates Brown with the homer. Gibson goes all the way, 15 Ks. Wilson got blown up. That's my bad on the Denny McLean situation there. Let's see. Errors, game-winning RBI, winning pitcher Gibson, losing pitcher Earl Wilson. That's the ball game. So until next time, folks, this is Hardball Retro signing off. Play ball and have fun.